Hello guys, so I'm here with the final 4B game of the season. After this there's going to be one more 3B game to finish, but that will maybe take a week or so, maybe from this to finish. But yeah, it's another 4B game. It's once again a very tough lineup. There's pv4, Funestus, and then whs, who I'm gonna call we in this game once more. He's the top Clico player at this moment, and yeah, all the other players are quite high there as well. So yeah, I'm in the first position, and let's take a quick look. There's the colony synergy. There's Suez, but no Cook this time. Then there's also no Columbus, but Isabella and Barbarossa for some colony synergy, and Colossus in HA. And then yeah, no ocean liner either. In H3 there's some science guys like Curie and Gates, Einstein with spaceflight, also Manhattan Project and Internet. So there could be some science plays possible. So yeah, at this point I won the first game, but then from that on I got then two times third and 2 times last. So yeah, I really need to be able to score in this game to be able to compete for not getting relegated. So yeah, for my first turn, there's Colossus and EG. Probably gonna pick between those, and I just like the EG here. Could go for the Colossus as well, but yeah, EGA for one civil action is probably what you should do in most cases. Before can then go for the Colossus with the Richland, so that's quite strong too. Funestus with Clio and Frugality, so yeah, I don't think there's any real alternative. And VHS, we can go for Boudica with the Patriotism. Yeah, nice leader. Yeah, the Patriotism is not ideal, but still quite useful in last position. So let's see what cards come out. So yeah, there's Pyramids and Stonehenge coming out. Yeah, if I look at this, pv4 has Wonder, but Funestus and V don't have any Wonder, so I probably must pick one of those from the 2CA range. And I decided to go for the Pyramids. Yeah, it's always quite close. They are close in strength, but I think in a vacuum, the Pyramids is still a bit stronger. So I decided to go for it. Before I can then go for Hammurabi. And there's also the first monarchy coming down, so maybe it will be just in time for a Hammurabi revolution, but yeah, probably he's gonna go for Hammurabi anyway. Yeah, Ashoka for 1, Hammurabi for 2, but Hammurabi is arguably better. We're gonna go for Hammurabi while still going for the basic stuff. Funestus Alex Clio, and yeah, takes Stonehenge. So he's got a nice project for Clio. just build it up first and then start going for the wonder. And there's also code coming down, so maybe if he can take that, he'll have a nice something to put the science from Stone Edge to. So we then elects, and yeah, that's the early Iron for 2. Yeah, he's still on just 2 science after his turn, but maybe he can get the Boudica science, and if there's maybe exactly the development of science revealed, he might be able to go for it even next time. Or maybe if there's one science gained and then development of civil life. So yeah, there are some cases he might even be able to go for it next time. So for me, yeah, there's Alex and Ashoka for 1. Hippocrates probably, yeah, if those 2, Alex and Hippo, would have been both on 1, then maybe Hippo could have been better, but I like Hippo more. But yeah, Alex just being one CA cheaper, even though yeah, it costs CA to replace him, but it also could give we trouble to get the Boudica bonus other than the military rocks. So I go for Alex. And then yeah, there's some nice stuff. There's Monarchy, there's EG2, EG1 and Code on the row. Yeah, the first 1 CA range doesn't look too tempting. And Monarchy, yeah, well, I could maybe set up a revolution before finishing the pyramids, but that did not look too great. I'm still low on science, so maybe code is not what I want either. I get the extra CA from the wonder, so I decided to go for EG1. Just I can still probably use it to go for the pyramids, and it's obviously not gonna fall into hands of any other player. So yeah, in hindsight, I think I still like it, but let's see if I find a use for that EG. There might be some trouble regarding that, but I still like to take it. Yeah, I've drawn some defense cards along with pestilence, and yeah, while I'm not in consumption yet, pestilence might be a playable event. Yeah, there's development of civil life. Yeah, I think pv4 went for building a lab with development, while also getting out of corruption and allowing this nice Hammurabi revolution. So that's very strong. You can't see any other way to play this turn. It's a nice boost, and even gets out of corruption and gets his lab going, so pretty perfect. Yeah, Funestus finds the code, starts going for the wonder, and can even go for the code right away. And yeah, the last action is to take the Richland A, but he doesn't have a mine yet, so probably still useful. We then goes for the lab, and yeah, he didn't find an HA wonder, but obviously Universitas is one of the best wonders, as from H1 as the first wonder, so he'll be happy with that. And yeah, if he can get the Boudica bonus, he might even go for the iron next, and then start going for the uni. So yeah, I decided to see the pestilence. And yeah, it kind of got weird. I think there was some, yeah, there was development of planning which involved politics, warfare, and crafts. I don't have a free population, I think, so, and I really didn't feel like extra military cards are really useful. I already have 2 defense cards if I should need it, and also have a tactic, so I didn't feel the need to draw a lot of cards that I need to discard anyway. So I took the rocks, and then it was quite hard to get out of corruption. And yeah, I just landed on just building the pyramids without any EGs. So that's obviously not great, but I decided to go for that, and while taking another one, the Silk Road is always nice with the pyramids. And I can still at least use the EGA for the first stage, and then EG1 will be even stronger if I can maybe get a third wonder at some point. But yeah, it was quite awkward the way it went. At least I would have hoped to use one EG for the pyramids, but that really did not make any sense. Yeah, I'm still not in food consumption, so I got that going for me, which is nice. Also played the tactic to keep those defense cards. So yeah, pv4 goes for finishing the classes. Yeah, he had his eyes on the next wonder as well. And yeah, set beat it's quite nice. Well, he does not have a good resource production yet, and he may miss out on religion if there's a free religion from the deck. And there's also a lot of rocks already revealed from those HA developments. But yeah, it should still be playable, and it's a nice long-term solution for the happy races. But yeah, I suppose I'm still happy that any other player doesn't have the EG1, but yeah, it will be quite awkward to use it now. Also takes knights. So yeah, there's free religion, but I don't have free population, and I don't think pv4 does not have, and also so only Funestus has extra population, and he might be in a position that he needs it the least, since he already has the Stone Edge. So Funestus has to go for Barbarossa. Already starts activating, get out of corruption, while also taking the knights. So he probably has a knight tactic already. So you have to be a bit careful. We then can pop with the frugality, start going for the uni, build one free warrior, and even build another stage. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, you can start going for the arrow next turn, so it's still not too late for that. Yeah, I decided to send Alex away to still be not in consumption after popping. I'm probably not taking a leader yet, but I just want to have the extra yellow now. Yeah, I can at least use the EGA. build warrior. Yeah, the deck is not flipping yet. But I have a bit of a trouble getting out of corruption here. I decided to solve it by just taking food corruption while not in consumption yet. Yeah, I've done it a few times this season already, but that's very fine. The religion already got revealed, so that's not coming anymore. So I think this is still a fine way to approach the early game. Well, I think it's happened this season more often than it is expected. But it still works, just losing basically 1 food. I also wanted to take warfare, just to have a source for the 3rd MA. Also, cultural heritage is quite strong with the Silk Road. It has leaders, Eleanor, but yeah, I have nothing to seed. Mikey, I'm not sure if I get iron. Leo, yeah, I have no support for Leo, so maybe if there's Isabella, maybe could work. So I'm just gonna delay my HA leader pick. Before, and then go for alchemy with Leo, but at least the alchemy will be on 2 CA, so not the cheapest Leo alchemy, but still nice replacement, and also go for the first upgrade. Yeah, he's gonna help with the rocks. Funestus can then go for the iron. Even build one straight up, so yeah, that still worked quite nicely. Well, with Cleo you can probably stay on 2 mines for longer than normal, and even now you can skip the upgrade and just go for 1 iron straight, so it should be good. Also bat 1. Yeah, it's nice with Freddy. Wheat and seeds and even more resources are revealed. Yeah, it helps him get the uni ready, and he's on 4 science production, so that looks okay. Starts to go for some warriors and even uses the patriotism to be able to copy the tactic also. And yeah, has 1 CA left. Elects to take the Isabella, while still leaving Nostradamus on 2 for me. So I expected that. So yeah, I had nothing to seed. And yeah, I just decided to finish the Silk Road. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I could have maybe made sure that I can use the EG1 for the last stage, but that would have meant corruption. And I also wanted to take Nostradamus, so at least I got out of corruption while finishing the wonder, and then just taking Nostradamus in hand. Yes, there's also reserves 1 that it's quite strong with Silk Road that I'm not taking, but I feel like Nostradamus must be taken here. So yeah, I have quite a bad economy for now, but at least, well, Silk Road will help. And also the pv4 has labs with Leo. Funestus has one iron, and yeah, we also took the iron quite early on, but has not been able to go for it yet. So maybe it's not too bad. At least I've been using my CAs to just build the wonders. And yeah, there's still a lot of potential there. Yeah, last development will be science. Before can then go for the knights, probably as a tactic. Will he show it? So lab upgrade, yeah, here's the medieval. Text drama, yeah, cheap tech for Leo. And also there's Buck. And I think also Marlene in the game. There's Buck and there's Marlene, yeah. So Funestus also goes for the knights. At least he sees that there's a tactic available. Might even have one of his own. And quite strong Freddy stuff, 2 activations. Appears not to have the tactic, but can copy next turn. Goes for drama as well and takes Richland for some more irons. Whedon goes for bread. Isabella. 3 upgrades to his swordsman since he was weakest. No, 1 of the 2 weakest. And yeah, breakthrough for 1 CA is always a bargain you don't want to miss. Yeah, I have a lot of science laying around. There's code for 2. Yeah, well, I could live off of 2 or just a 5 CA, but yeah, with this much science that I have, yeah, pretty much a must to go for the code. And also decide to go for warfare. I don't know about Dark Ages. And yeah, the Age will be it will be H2 quite soon. So having the 3rd of May already could be nice. And then I want to elect and pop and build warrior just to get out of corruption. So yeah, there was corruption once more that needed to be avoided. Obviously, Richland won with the Silk Road. Yeah, that it's maybe the worst in this turn that I can't take it like this. But I valued. I looked at the other saves. There's Funestus, he's low on science, and none of the other guys have that much science stored up. So maybe Dark Ages could be in. I just wanted to be safer from that. And there's also one more rich land in the deck, so maybe I can get that. I draw something less to seed probably. And yeah, the warfare already gives me an extra draw. I did not have anything, well, not anything, but not something I wanted to seed, so it increases my chances to draw something to seed. Seed also this cultural influence. Yeah, pv4, and then go for the rich land. Probably is quite ready for coal or iron, but maybe coal. And start going for the basilica, and even gets the drum out. Let's just and then go for upgrade to iron and decides to take a project. Well, he has nice rocks And yeah, while he's on 5 CA, the extra CA never hurt. And copies the tactic. Yeah, I think, yeah, there's also alchemy, but that's quite late. So yeah, maybe you could still make an argument for taking alchemy, but doesn't like it. Even another breakthrough. Can go for an extra warrior, swordsman, still while it's H1. Also gets the bread out, so maybe the way I played it also, if, yeah, I think, yeah, when you're Nostradamus, the other players will follow suit. Whatever you do, you might try to fool them also in some cases, do something that makes the opponents maybe make some weird plays in order to play around something like Dark Ages. But I don't think I've seen Dark Ages played. I just went for Nostradamus quite late. So the seed, scientific breakthrough. There's some more food. At least I can pop. And yeah, with the extra food, really gave some trouble with corruption once more. But yeah, at least I was able to pop. And then I basically needed to build a religion, which is obviously not bad. There's also, yeah, that I like to take the rich land and use the Silk Road bonus. Yeah, obviously it's not greatest for if there's Dark Ages, but I just wanted to get that plate already. And yeah, while building the religion, I felt like I also need to take the theology with it. And I'm also skipping alchemy here, but I think I might be fine with my science for now, and maybe going for scientific method or something like that is better. Also, the irrigations were quite late, but I'm not in a hurry to get in those. But rejected pv4 and then go for the basilica. And yeah, that's 2 irrigation for 1, but the first SB showed up, so at least pv4 has a sure way of getting some more food production. But yeah, he since he's willing to go for it quite in a costly way, it might mean that he has knowledge of rats. Yeah, also builds knights. Yeah, foray, I'm not very near of being part of that. But yeah, you really are with Nostradamus. So Funestus decides to finish and use the extra CA to also go for the Transcontinental Railroad. Which, yeah, I suppose it puts some pressure on other people. Well, he does not have a clear shot at finishing it in next turn. Yeah, what are the alternatives? There might be masonry, but maybe he doesn't have the most science anyway. There's irrigation. Yeah, the first Celtic breeding was taken, so maybe having irrigation in hand could make it a bit safer to have a nice food solution already available. But yeah, he decides to go for the railroad, which is obviously never bad. He's strongest. Yeah, Pestilence came out. It was one of mine. Let's see what it does. I have a free pop and can even then go back into +1 food. So if there's nothing else, I will then in one turn gain the pop back. pv4 has free population. Funestus also has, but yeah, he has no food per action, so still not great. And yeah, with wheat, it's quite. Well, he already, I think, lost. Yeah, it was already evaluated, so it gives him some trouble, but he can still just go for the bread, or even must go for the bread now. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, and he also sees that maybe irrigation is worth having now, since the second selective breeding is already coming down. So yeah, I had seed, I had immigration or iconoclasm, and I wasn't willing to go for the immigration yet. It will be in the next deck. I might not fix my happiness that well before. Well, not this turn anyway. So well, yeah, iconoclasm in the next deck. It might. Yeah, at least I can play around it. That I probably need to have a follow-up leader or a plan for that. Should the deck move quite fast. Then there's treachery revealed, and I was actually willing to bid a unit and all my cards. It's still nice for me. I have no iron going, and also the extra blue cubes will help me with just by being on bronze and those tiny farms. Yeah, it obviously makes me a bit more vulnerable now, since I send away a lot of cards. I'm within 5 strength from Funestus now, and 4 from Wii. So yeah, I have to be a bit careful. So yeah, we took the irrigation from discard spot, and thus the iron was left on 2CA, and there's also selective breeding for 2CA. So yeah, in a vacuum once more, you probably wish to go for rocks first and then food. But I looked at, yeah, pv4 already has the selective, and Funestus is probably, yeah, he would really like to have the selective breeding to keep maybe using Barbarossa. So I just decided that yeah, it's quite late for iron anyway, and I just wanna go for the food here first. There's also what coming, so maybe just go for the food like this, and maybe for the coal with what, or even without what. So it was mainly since it was nice for Funestus, and also obviously nice for me, and I knew that pv4 was willing to take selective breeding for 3, so that might be an indication of no rats. So I decided to go for the selective and even 2 upgrades. Get some out of corruption. And yeah, swordsman, well, I probably would prefer having the rifles, but then again, if you don't have swordsman, then the opponents might be more willing to deny rifles from me. So I just take it as sort of a guaranteed way to get some more strength and be able to feel some tactics. Before then seeds, yeah, obviously have knowledge of all these events that are seeded, but in the replay feature there's no way of tracking them, so it's kind of a, yeah, I just don't have the knowledge at my disposal now. I might remember some things seeded along the way, but I don't have any reliable source of information about those. Yeah, pv4 can also go for the iron like this quite cheaply, and even go for the full iron upgrade in one turn. Yeah, doesn't take breakthrough, but yeah, he has a lot of science anyway, and even plays hussars. And yeah, instead of an aggression, I get a nice pact offered to me, and obviously I take it. Yeah, Funestus is very low on science, and pv4 and we are quite science rich, so maybe we're in the most similar science levels, so he offers it to me, which is quite nice. I have some cheap techs in hand, and yeah, he also has some cheap techs, but yeah, I was happy to get the pact. See, yeah, he goes for scientific method for 3 CA. Can't go for it yet, but at least he can just develop it. Well, he could have, but he opted not to. Yeah, maybe he's a bit punished for going for the iron upgrade rather than the scientific method upgrade, but yeah, he can't know that. So yeah, there's a sort of descending 2, 3, 4, 5 gain. We can then go for the con1 cannon breakthrough. So yeah, with corruption, but yeah, I suppose there was no nice way out of corruption, and he could get his government going also with cannon and breakthrough. So yeah, there's nothing to complain about. And yeah, there's the second con1 just following, and with the fact I just have enough science to go for it. And yeah, with Funestus being quite low on science still, it will affect some of his plays, that how many texts I will be developed in one turn. So yeah, at this point he can still go for all the stuff he wants. I'm just gonna, but yeah, in future there's also that factor that I need to think about. What he can do, what text he has in hand, and what he can do with the science discount. But yeah, this is no-brainer con1. There's Republic also, but I could have gone for that as well, but that's just better with the code and warfare already developed, and also with the pyramids. 8+5 actions is well enough for the rest of the game. I pop, go for a warrior. Yeah, rough idea with being just low on science, and with the science pact and Silk Road, so that's pretty must pick. And also take what? Yeah, obviously not the greatest, while also already having gone for the set of breeding without him, but there's the iconoclasm that I seeded. So I just wanted that. What? There's the first coal appearing on the row. and there was like no real way of getting out of corruption here. So yeah, corruption with 3 bronze mites is obviously not great. But yeah, there was no real way of avoiding it. Treachery, I decided to not bid anything. Nice justice system. Yeah. pv4's game looks quite good. He can just use Leo quite nicely and has exactly the rocks needed to upgrade both of those farms. And yeah, architecture is quite nice. Funestus then opens the knowledge, some science and some rocks gained. Yeah, the convents are gone. He just has to go for the Republic. But yeah, with having the railroad, he will be a bit safer. But yeah, obviously being on 2 MA is not great. Also can go for Bach. Which yeah, it might be a bit risky in some scenarios since he's low on MA. Yeah, it just takes some more texts. Yeah, and he practically removes the first coal from the game without having to take it. Yeah, even though he has the railroad, there's probably no way he's gonna use the coal. So while all those cards, maybe the team support is the least useful here. Well, yeah, there's Grandmaster, so who knows? So yeah, basically it just removes the coal from the game. Goes for the first lab upgrade as well. So yeah, we like Suez anyway, probably has a nice colony. Go for it and start going for food as well. So yeah, it's just balancing things out. And yeah, depending on what colony he's drawn, it looks quite good for him in economic sense. Yeah, I still wanted to seed, and I had immigration or an autonomous territory. So yeah, it was not the most difficult choice there. Can't see the colony, but yeah, obviously I knew of the Dark Ages, and yeah, there's some heavy science tax for BO4 and we, and both as science backed guys don't lose anything. This broke down maybe. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to play the Rabbi idea for 5 science. And navigation is obviously not mainly for colonies, but just have some more strength. And yeah, while I don't have any defense cards now, I might draw, and I can keep at least some of them. Yeah, I really don't see myself sealing the autonomous. But yeah, it's just very cheap with the science pact. They go for the navigation just for strength mainly. Breakthrough through 2 for 4 science is just can't skip it. And yeah, rifleman arts is better to get out of corruption also. Just just nice to get those for one. But yeah, that may have been, had I not had the swordsman in hand, then I don't know if those rifles would have been available for me. Maybe so, but yeah, it always helps to have something in store that the other players may not see it as valuable to just hate pick something. Yeah, at least this turn I can escape corruption. Yeah, this turn took quite a while to really think about what I want to do. But yeah, at the end it was quite clear what I probably wish to do. Yeah, that was, yeah, even with this I'm putting Funestus quite low on science, so yeah, just was thinking if I should go for the Theo for free. Yeah, I was not maybe afraid of the pact getting cancelled, but just maybe get it out. Yeah, it really doesn't affect too much. You can still go for masonry at least, even if I go for the theology here. But yeah, mainly since I took the breakthrough with the theology, that's just for extra science, so that will be quite nice. So yeah, I have one more CA left and I just use it to pop. And so yeah, I was maybe eyeing in some cases maybe going for Kremlin, well, or Eiffel Tower, but yeah, it starts to look like the EG one will be tough to use. And I'm still, yeah, I was not that weak, but I just wanted to get some more strength for now. At least I'm just one of the two strongest now. I draw another pact. Also ravages could be interesting. As well, it probably won't be in time to destroy the Colossus before the last draw. Yeah, it might give some trouble with happy faces to Funestus, and yeah, it probably would be most annoying to we to lose that Universitas. Yes, Carryman, he has Hussars, so it will make it better. So taking reserves and frugality. Yeah, he got the strongest. And yeah, Ico was revealed, at least. Some CA were lost to Wii and pv4. Funestus goes for masonry, just finishes the railroad quite efficiently. And yeah, it also reduces the cost for this lab upgrade. Well, yeah, also making him strongest for now. Yeah, sorry, my voice is still a bit shaky. I just have to cough at times. And yeah, he has a nice CA count, so he can just take those yellows. And yeah, he actually had strategic too. So yeah, he just maybe had some other alternative as well. It's not as strong as drawing 5 cards in H3, but still quite strong. Maybe doesn't have a tactic yet, or a nice tactic. This goes for that. And then he went on to go for the cannon and pop. So yeah, that's the coal for one. If he took it away, I wouldn't have coal. But it's always a bit questionable in 4B about the direct hate drafting. Yeah, Funestus went for the indirect hate draft with the first coal. But yeah, it would be quite costly to go for the coal here for him. And yeah, the way I played my last turn, I was able to go for two coal upgrades. So yeah, that was one of the main goals of that turn, to leave me with 8 rocks. Yeah, here's a tactic. Maybe drew it with the colony. So yeah, I decided to just, I'm the weakest, I don't want to see it. I have a nice alternative offering the pact. And I wanted to get extra rocks and just give some more food to Funestus. He's still, well, he's now in food production, but hasn't been able to upgrade his food yet, mainly because I took his set to breeding. So yeah, it was a no-brainer that I should go for the coal. Yeah, with the science pact and what? That's still +1 science with the breakthrough. So a lot of stuff happening in this pop-up window. So for 2 upgrades, that gives me a nice boost. And yeah, probably the last turn to go for Theo. There's cannon, at least I know now. There's the defensive army is going to be available, and yeah, I would have taken the cannon anyway here. An opera for some scoring potential. Popping. Yeah, I think this turn plays itself. Yeah, at this turn I was doing some turns where I take the Kremlin and at least build 1 stage. But yeah, it didn't feel too great. Just two coal upgrades felt too strong. And yeah, even though I could have gone for the Kremlin and go for the first stage for free, so I suppose I could have taken coal, develop it to upgrades, take Kremlin and build a stage. So yeah, that would have left cannon, so yeah, it wasn't possible. So the EG1 I took for 2 quite early will be discarded, so not great, but yeah, that's how it goes. So yeah, draw prosperity, I will be seeding it next probably. Before, can then go for strategy and some greedy shaky play, but let's see, it's always iffy in 4 players. But yeah, he could maybe get a pair of those library theater going quite soon, and then get some more culture. He still needs to get into culture a bit, so yeah, but it always does paint some pretty big targets on your back. Yeah, the last cannon, I think it's last. Yeah, the last cannon for 3. And yeah, he has a nice tactic with it. Also takes government to maybe have a shot at going for mechanized army later. And some more food taken. Yeah, with the reserves he can. Well, he's not guaranteed to pop, but at some point he can gain some more population. And yes, can start going for buck activations. So yeah, let's take a look at V's turn and then look at the overall score. Crime wave, yeah. Losing blue cubes is, well, it's now that I have the cold going, it's not too bad. 3 is available. This lab, going for some more happy faces. Yeah, maybe, yeah, it's one of my events on top. It will be actually immigration. I have not had time to go for those theologies yet, but he may see that I prepare to have some more happy faces, so he maybe just decided that he wants to build some more arenas. So yeah, H3 just started, so this is the statistics for now. Yeah, production wise, there's 8 rock production from other players than before. Then there's quite strong food other than Funestus. Yeah, I have the lowest science for now, but I have CA and Silk Road, so maybe with some rev ideas I might be able to keep up. And culture is, well, I have slight lead, but then Funestus has some nice back potential. And yeah, CA wise, I'm maybe the most balanced. Funestus has a lot of CA, but a bit short on the MA. And before, yeah, maybe needs something else as well. Just being on 6-3, and we at least has more military actions. So yeah, let's see how the H3 will start. Yeah, the immigration I said it is rewards. If I knew there's oil on the first H3 turn for me, I probably could have skipped coal entirely. But yeah, I'm just joking. It's obviously very great for me. Yeah, and with what and the pact also, it's just laughable, the price. Just three science. So I decided to go for that. Go for one upgrade from the small mine, just for 5. And yeah, it's still quite costly. I don't have a lot of science. And now I have nice rocks. But I still felt like I also need to take the military build-up. Well, that's maybe efficient upgrade. Could be nice. Rich land could work. But yeah, architecture can't really afford. Organize the region I don't need. Reserves 3, it would be a bit more flexible, but then again I'm just the weakest now. I could next turn then go for some theologies and start going for cannons with the military build-up, so I think that's just fine. And yeah, I see the prosperity into the deck. Yeah, it's immigration comes out. I'm not sure. I probably must have known about this, but I'm not sure if I knew. And yeah, it came out, and before I could fix my happiness, I lose two populations, so that's too great. Even though I had some early food production, that will still hurt me somewhat. pv4 and then go for his first pair. But yeah, with going for this, he skips the Air Force. But yeah, it doesn't take anything from the row, so it might be fine. So at last, Funestus will go for the assertive. It's still on 2CA, but probably has to go for it. And even goes for putting another worker into the food. I mean, yeah, there's no red cross, no. Could still help. He's quite deep in the bank, so probably can still find use for the third selected breeding. Maybe as well, he hasn't drawn any impact yet, so yeah, while it felt maybe a bit over the top to go for the third selective, but it could just still work just fine. And yeah, with Bach and going for some culture, it probably doesn't hurt to have a nice source for more population to put into military. But yeah, he doesn't skip the Air Force, which is correct. And yeah, we goes for war. Well, not against me. I could go for two defensive armies for sure. And yeah, at least I I remember we seeded Wealthy 2 Treachery earlier, so he knows it's one of those 4 cards. So it's a bit risky to go for this war. Because obviously, yeah, he goes for some cards, taking also prop sports. So yeah, there's the Wealthy 2 that he knows about, and then there's, yeah, now that I think of it, there's also Freedom of Movement that I know about. So half the deck at least is something that would turn the war over or around. Yeah, like this, you could just practically go for one more Curryman that's not enough to defend. But with the Freedom Movement, you can go for another Hussar. So yeah, I have no wish to see it here. Also, I think it would be nice if the war is won by we. So I don't want to give any help to pv4. So that's the main. Well, yeah, I'm the weakest also, but that was the main reason I did not want to see it. So there's Curie. She's just perfect for me, doubling my science production. And let's look at 10 first. Yeah, with the way I played it, I just did not find a way to get some more watt activations. It obviously would have been perfect to just go for at least one more oil before switching, but I decided, well, the turn was pretty much set in stone. Well, yeah, at least after the emigration, after losing two population, I just needed to go for it like this. I need to upgrade both my theologies, go for cannon, pop twice, and build 2 units and cut the tactic. So yeah, there was no free CA to be had. So this was a turn set in stone, but still a nice turn. Before then goes fishing the deck, and there's, yeah, the freedom of movement, and that will help him. at least helping him immediately. Obviously not great putting iron into Curryman this early, but yeah, he probably has to defend the culture war and builds another cab. And also goes for strategy. So yeah, it still takes some effort to go for the defense, but and he also takes Gandhi for future reference. Yeah, but this obviously makes his end game quite a bit worse with just 4 rocks production. Be on kind of a survival mode. So yeah, Funestus can pop. So yeah, I think he was able to pop twice without using the reserves, so that was nice that they built the third selective. Can go for some nice strength, also some more theaters, some movies. Could be gone for. He's for the moment it's just 6 science with the buck and the science pact, and yeah, with those H3 reserves are quite valuable, so it just goes for it for 3. And we just loses the war. It's very low on science. Yeah, applies some more pressure, goes for those arenas. There's pure in the game, as said, and also takes reserves. So yeah, if we can put 2 more people into Sauceman, he's gonna have some more strength. So for me, I see the impact of agriculture. Yeah, it's just semi-neutral event. I just want to see something. There's independence declaration coming out that is, well, not ideal. It loses me some flexibility with my resource, the amount I can keep, but obviously not the worst one. So I decided to go for opera, even deleting the lab to just go for the opera, and then upgrade one oil to get out of corruption. There's tanks that I want to take to threaten a modern army while there's no air force available. And while there's also spaceflight, I have some nice potential for that, but that's just fast food change is cheaper, and with this I can go for tanks as well, so yeah, sort of felt like a must pick. Yeah, I got the tourism back from pv4. Yeah, he in his mind he was thinking that I have the best shot at winning, so he just decided to offer it to me. To be part of that. Spend warrior and then go for another pair, and then switch his leader. So he's not entirely safe. They could hybrid war, but that probably won't work. He can probably take the patriotism as well. Well, he doesn't. He goes for the spaceflight. So he's relying on Gandhi now. Goes for a couple techs. Even multimedia. Takes for Rev as well. So yeah, he's looking quite strong too. He has, I think, 11 resources on the cards to put on the military. It doesn't take Marlene like this, and she might be gone for the next turn. Yeah, she will be gone since there's also the international agreement. But I think Marlene could have been more valuable than maybe something else he did. But it could be also just fun. He then goes, he went for internet and multimedia with the international agreement. Goes for some reserves, starts going for multimedias, and with maybe getting peer, his internet might get quite big. But yeah, he's falling a bit behind on culture. Seed impact of government. Yeah, I wasn't able to bid much for this. Up, going to more operas. I still have the oil that I went for as a nice sort of something to lean against, and just go for operas and still keep enough potential to put some more workers into military as well. And yeah, at least this game I get the Air Force. I also like taking the MT. It would be quite nice to Funestus. And also just taking EG. Maybe not the most needed card. But I really saw no way of getting into H3 government anyway. And that could help me finish the one drive. Yeah, I drew entrenchment tactics also, so it made me feel quite safe about not getting bored in this game. Yeah, another reserves taking for 3. Well, yeah, he probably has to take it. Also can go for maybe one of those governments next. It's prosperity I knew about. So those extra operas also give me some more food. Decides to switch to Einstein. Goes for Air Force. Yeah, he's scoring quite heavily. But he is still within 3 strength from whsvin, so maybe could be an idea to try an aggression. But yeah, he just went for, I think, a late Catherine expansion. Goes for another library. So yeah, with Suez, even without any architecture or anything, he can just go for a lot of multimedias now. While also taking demo. But it looks like he might not be able to really war anyone. Yeah, I decided to cancel. I'm not going to go for another tech anyway this turn, and it might still be H3 while Funestus is up next, and he's got Einstein, so I just I haven't had nothing to see it anyway. Just decided to cancel the back. Go for the third opera. Popping. And yeah, having seeded the agriculture, with this I think it's a quite clear indication that it was seeded, since this won't give me an extra population, or at least it doesn't guarantee anything. I won't be able to pop next turn if there's no help. But it's nice for the fast food chains, and I really felt like I don't need another mine anyway, and yeah, as said, it's +3 for the impact. So decide to go for both of those rev ideas. That means I can go for the two technologies next turn. Even the forces and military theory with the Silk Road bonus. Yeah, draw impact of strength, colonies, and culture. Well, colony is not playable, but maybe strength or culture could be played. Culture looks like this for now. So yeah, we can return to that discussion while it's my last turn. Four goes for demo, popping endowment, some more scoring potential for the impacts, and can just finish the space flight. Yeah, H ends. Architecture, that will be well best for we. Just take some more technologies. That military theory will be quite nice for some impacts. But curiously enough, decides to go for oil. Well, yeah, he can just get the production boost. So yeah, probably still understandable. But yeah, for more impacts, the MT would be better. But then again, that's for one more production. He can just build some more movies or multimedia with that. So yeah, well, it's 6 rocks to upgrade. It gives him like 4 more. So it's not that effective, but maybe has some knowledge about impacts too. No, it must be 6 more. Yeah. So it's basically just a free upgrade. So we then tries my math skill. Yeah, I have just luckily I have well, not luckily, I was considering like being able to defend for sure. Well, this doesn't do too much since I can just or I would have anyways optimized strength going for the MT at least, so it doesn't do much, and it doesn't deplete my hand. It doesn't mean that I can't see it or anything, but maybe it just didn't have anything else to do. Goes for Pierre, demo, starts going for the wonder, and yeah, it will be quite strong internet. So yeah, I discarded for the defense just cards that I knew I won't need. Left this better tactic in hand with the impact of strength and culture. And yeah, while it could be argued that strength might be nice, pv4 just finishes the space flight, he can't really get stronger. But yeah, Funestus has the potential to, if he so chooses, just to go a bit stronger. So it was quite risky. Since I don't know what he will do, probably he will just go for some more urban buildings, but there's no way of knowing for sure. And yeah, we could, yeah, he can build one more prof spot while finishing, but he's quite set in a way that he can't get much stronger anyway. But yeah, with impact of culture, there's the tourist impact. I suppose pv4 will finish the wonder, even though I won't go for any extra production. Culture production this turn. I will be at 19 when the final scoring will be done. pv4 can't go for anything else than the wonder. He can't. There's good BP treaty or something like that to throw these calculations off. But yeah, he can't get more production. He will just get the one more from my finished wonder. So he will probably be ending the game with 18 production. and Funestus he does not have a way of overtaking that 19 of me. So his absolute best would be, I think, his 21 rocks, so 10 to build one. So yeah, he could basically build two multimedias or so. That would put him at 18. And yeah, well, he can go for the prof sports, but really not much else. He's built 2 stages of the internet, so it will be, I think, 9 more resources for that, and then with the reserves he has 10, so he could basically build prof sports and a religion, but that might be a bit hard on his CA, so probably that is not even possible. So that would put him at 19, and yeah, while I'm in first seat I will be winning that tie, so I played the culture. Yeah, this was one of mine. Quite nice. Yeah, can just go for playing both those red ideas. Get the theory for some impacts. Just finish the wonder and then make a bit of an adjustment for variety, and also like this I can show the new tactic. So maybe it could. Yeah, it was, my turn was quite set in stone, but it could. Yeah, and the other players probably can't do that much about the strength other than Funestus, so maybe Funestus can then maybe make a wrong guess that I go for strength, and maybe try to do something about that while it's a futile endeavor, but yeah, it felt like the best way to approach the game, since it was quite clear that Funestus will be the main competition, even though we will get a strong internet. But I think the main contender is Funestus, so the impact of culture will be probably 15-0 for me. Yeah, pv4 just goes for endowment and reserves and finishes wonder, and builds a mine for harmony or for industry. Yeah, with this he has just enough to go for UN. Yeah, he would have a lot of population also to put some more workers into something, but obviously the 16 culture from the pops a lot as well. Goes for the United Nations, but does not choose to evaluate anything. Goes for Temple and Warrior, just preparing for variety maybe. So we then seeds, there's progress. His progress was quite bad, and the other players were quite a bit better in that department, so he's really not looking too great escaping to 4th place here. For the arena reserves, and yeah, while he had 2 CLF, so he could have destroyed a warrior to put into religion for the culture impact, but just yeah, like this he doesn't even overtake Funestus, so it might have been an idea to try to go for the culture. This does not do too much. Well, it does something for competition or variety, but yeah. So let's take the banner away. So I think the first impact was evaluated already, but yeah, it will be quite close up top, and then there's we, who's quite a bit behind. So let's look at the final scoring. Yeah, there's variety. Will be best for Funestus, but not too bad for me and pv4. Play there. Yeah, this broke down once more. Probably have to reload. So yeah, variety was already shown. This population with going for the early static breeding. It was quite nice for me, and yeah, Funestus, even though his food solution was a bit late, was able to still get the most out of it. So yeah, maybe at that point he went for the static breeding. He had not drawn any impact yet, but it worked out fine. Probably one of his impacts anyway. Balance is quite nice for Funestus. He overtakes me. But yeah, at least I know of the culture, that will be plus 15. It's still quite close. Harmony will be quite equal. Yes, it will be equal all around. Yeah, there's culture I know about. So let's see if the final impact will throw the game in another direction. But no, that's quite neutral. So yeah, I was able to win it, which was quite a nice thing for my season. We can take a look at the scoring now. There's, as I said, one more game to finish, but we can take a look. So yeah, there's Mayondo. He's quite strong. He has already finished all his games, and he will be champion, barring a double win from whsvin. And for me, there's my last game will be against whsvin and Weidenbaum, a 3B game. Should I get a nice score from that, it should be even possible to secure my not getting relegated even before the last game from the other guys. But yeah, it's been quite the balanced season. There's no one really made any big breaks from the bunch before the end. And yeah, Mayondo had a bad start, but then was able to win a lot of games, so he's looking the strongest now to win it all. But yeah, as for the game that just finished, and I showed to you, there's obviously some nice stuff was happening. I got the early oil, that probably made all the difference there, and yeah, I had a lot of pacts running. At some point I had the Holy Trinity. I had Science Pact and International Trade Agreement, and also the tourism. So yeah, if you can't win with that, then what can I win with. And yeah, it was quite close at the end. Funestus had some nice late economy, but I was still able to hold on. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will get back with the last game once it finishes, but that has been moving quite slow. But let's see. Thanks for watching and bye bye.